Yeah. So
Dude,
what
I
happened?
don't want to tape this.
Tape what? I'm not even taping it, dude. I'm just fixing my camera.
Okay. So I say he's a great friend of mine, and he was like a brother to me. I brought him into our bowling league. He's my first round draft pick.
Really?
Yeah.
He was a good bowler before he died?
No.
Now he sucked?
No, when he first started, he wasn't that great. He had like a 120 average. I told him the shit I knew. He got up to at least 150 average. He jumped his average up by 36. I told him different things I knew. And like I said, he had a wife, 2 great kids.
How'd he kill himself?
Shot himself in the head.
With what?
Gun.
What kind, I mean?
I don't know the caliber, man.
45, handgun, shotgun?
Yeah, it was a handgun.
Handgun?
Yeah.
If you're gonna kill yourself, why not use a shotgun at least to like spray your head and make sure you die? There's always a chance of living with just a handgun.
Well, I don't think he meant to do it.
You think it was an accident?
Well, what the situation
Well, he was your boy, right? Like, so he came to you with like all kinds of his problems, and he confided in you?
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, a week before he did it, here what happened was the person he had to babysit, his youngest son, accidentally dropped him, and here he ended up having a fracture of his skull, and the doctors told him that he would never be able to play contact sports or drive NASCAR or anything, and
He couldn't get struck in the head, basically, is what you're telling me.
Exactly.
So he's a fully functional human being. He wasn't retarded or anything, dude. And he just couldn't play full contact sports. So what's up with your boy? He wanted him to be a quarterback or something?
No,
that was his dream for his son?
Well, he dreamt for both of his sons to drive NASCAR because he's a big NASCAR fan.
So because his son couldn't drive NASCAR, he killed himself?
No, like I said, his wife was pregnant with one on the way also, and he had a bunch of financial problems also due to the fact that he did a lot of mechanical work, building houses and fixing cars and stuff, and he just didn't have any jobs to do. And he also played tricks with his girlfriend, saying he would do it all the time. And the one time, she always talked him out of it, but she said, if you're going to kill yourself, do it. And he ended up killing himself. And I always told him, he was a 2-minute drive from my house. I could always go up there and talk to him. And this time he just didn't call me. And
then what?
And then I couldn't do anything. There was nothing I could do. I blamed myself for it. I said if he would call me, I might have been able to go up there and talk him out of it and see what the hell was going on, but he never called me. Well, next thing, or the day after, or the day he actually did it, it was 3 o'clock in the morning. I was actually awake at the time. I was watching TV, and he never called me. And well, I went to sleep. I woke up the next morning. I was playing with Lexi the whole day. Everything was fine. I took her to the park and everything. And his sister originally called me. She broke down crying. She couldn't tell me. Then one of his best friends, Eric, he called me up, and he told me what happened. And he told me he blew his brains out. And I know Kurt. I thought it was a joke. I thought there's no way this could fucking possibly have happened. And I was supposed to pick up Angel because I was supposed to take her home, pick up the baby and everything. And it was like almost like the exact same time. I got off the phone, and then Angel got on the phone, and I told her what happened, and she's like, she heard me busting down the phone. She's like, Tom, what's wrong? I was like, Kurt just killed himself. And she's like, what? And I was like, Angel, I don't want to drive. And she's like, that's fine, I'll walk home. We'll walk up to his parents' house. And I was waiting for her. Fortunately, Alexis was asleep in her playpen. And I was actually standing outside having a cigarette. And I was just doing karate moves out of nowhere.
Really?
I was doing sidekicks, freaking throwing. I was just...
Show us like 1 or 2 of the moves.
I'm not going to show moves because I don't want to do that.
Why not? It'll be good for you, man.
You're going to see one sidekick, that's it.
Okay. Yeah, dude.
I was doing that for
I felt the wind on that over here.
Yeah.
I was doing that for about 3 or 4 minutes.
And what does that do?
It just took my mind off of stuff. It just got rid of pent up frustration and me being mad. I said, if I don't care if it would have been freaking Andre the Giant in front of me, I would have knocked his ass out.
Really?
I didn't care. I was just so, because like I said, he was one of my best friends. He was like a brother to me. I said, whenever I had problems, I talked to him. And like I said, 2 weeks before he killed himself, he told me about the babysitter dropping his little kid, and he was basically crying in my arms. And then the next thing I know, like I said, next week, I bowled pretty good. I don't know, I shot like a 700 for both leagues.
So you bowled good for him?
I didn't even know what happened. I was just bowling.
Oh. I thought it was like, this one's for you, Jimmy.
No, I said I didn't even know he didn't even, like I said, it was before it even happened. I was just bowling. I shot like 700 for both legs. And like I said, his sister called me up, and she started breaking down the phone. One of his good friends, Eric, he called me, told me what happened. Angel called almost identically, almost at the same time. I told her what happened, and I told her I wasn't driving. Like I said, Alexis was sleeping in her crib, and I was just sitting there, and then Angel came home, and I started crying in her arms. And then we walked over to his parents' house, and then I was crying in his mother's arms, and his father, who's also a good close friend of mine, I offered myself as his father, or I mean, his son, yeah. I offered him myself, and he said, Tom, you don't have to do that because I always think of you as a son.
Really?
Yeah, he shook my, and we were both crying, and then I was standing in the parking lot, and I called work up, and I told Cheryl what happened, and she said it was all right and everything was fine. Just call off from work each day, whatever's going on. I was like, fine. And the first time I saw him was the Saturday afternoon when he was laying him out, or when the funeral home laid him out. And I saw him, and I started breaking down crying.
Was it a closed casket?
No, it was an open casket.
How was it an open casket, man? He shot himself in the face.
No, he shot himself in the head. It wasn't in the face.
Just like in the back of the head or something?
Or, yeah, it was off to the side. I don't know exactly how it was. But like I say, he shot himself in the side of the head. And like I said, I saw him. And the minute I saw him, I just broke down and cried. And then I tried to do, the minute I saw him, I stepped outside, and then I was just singing, trying to get my mind off stuff, and I did I'm Already There, which is one of the songs I like to do all the time at karaoke. Well, the funeral position, or whatever it was that night, I told his friends and everything, if they want to, they could come up with me to Permain Brothers, and I was going to sing, whatever. And the two songs I did for him was God Bless the USA and I'm Already There, and I just felt his power inside me. It was the prettiest songs I ever did those nights.
Really?
Yeah.
So why would you do God Bless America for him if he wasn't a soldier or something?
Well, he was a soldier.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you didn't get into that in the earlier parts of our story?
No, I'm sorry. Yeah, he's part of the armed forces, which is something I always wanted to do, but I could never get in because of my deaf ear and my eyes. I always wanted to get into the armed forces, especially after September 11th. That's one thing. I think I set a land speed record for that day. During September 11th.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was driving, or it's funny, I was at work, and when I was driving to work, originally they said a plane crashed into the World Trade Center. I thought it was like a biplane or something. I didn't know. Well, anyway, I'm driving down the low road a little bit, and they said a second plane crashed in the World Trade Center. And I was like, what the hell is going on? So I punched it, got up to work. I was like, you guys hear what's going on? They're like, no, what? I was like, well, 2 planes just crashed in each of the World Trade Center towers. And then they're like, what? And then they got a TV, and they were showing it, and then they said about the plane crashing in the Pentagon, and then one crashing into Pennsylvania County. Well, I was already getting pissed off at that already as it was. And anyway, when people called in, I figured they didn't hear about the story yet or anything, and I was like, okay, whatever, just get over it, Tom, just try to get through your day. And then this one guy, he called in, he's like, due to what happened today, will my order be delayed? I'm thinking to myself, you selfish cocksucker. You know how many people died today, and you're worried about some pilly ass Marlboro order? That's bullshit. Well, that's what I think. I didn't say that. I told him, well, I don't know, sir. I don't know what will happen due to what happened today. Anyway, the minute I got that call, they said, anybody who wants to go home, you can go home. I was like, I'll see you. I'm gone. I'm walking out like I had a purpose. I had my eyes up in my head. I was walking like the Undertaker. I was like this. And someone asked me, Tom, are you alright? I'm like, hell no.
Why not?
I was just so pissed off because my ex, she was pregnant with my daughter at the time. And Somerset, when that plane went down in Somerset, it just hit too close to home. So I got in my car, and I set the land speed record for a Cavalier.
Which was?
I have no idea what it was. Whatever it was, I blew it.
Then how can you claim that you beat the record?
Because I know a Cavalier doesn't do 120, and I broke 120.
But what's the highest it has on the gauge?
120, and I broke the speedometer.
You broke it?
I broke the speedometer.
Dude,
I got on River Road. I was flying. I broke the speedometer
Broke
on.
the fucking speedometer.
He's a
boy.
bad
you
man.
You break a fucking speedometer on a car, you're a fucking badass.
Totally.
There was this little old lady who was in front of me. I didn't see anybody
Flew
around
past
her.
like the fucking wind.
I blew past her, got home to my house, and I asked her if she was all right and everything. And then I saw the thing about the TV or I saw the trade service go down on TV and everything. And then I was watching it the whole day. And then they said about price gouging or price guesses gouging or whatever.
Price guesses?
Yeah, price guesses going up or
What the
whatever.
hell's a guess?
Guess
The
what
gas
price it is?
The gouging, the price is going up
For what?
because they thought because of
The price of what?
the oil, which causes the price of the gases.
Oh, gas.
Gas.
Okay.
Well, they thought the prices of the gas might go up. Well, I had about a quarter tank. I had about a quarter tank. And
Quarter tank of what? What did you have a quarter tank of?
quarter tank of gas in my
quarter
car.
Tank of gas.
A full tank of gas, a
Well,
pound
like I
of weed,
Well, like I said, I had a quarter
a
tank of
bird
gas in my
called
car.
Pinky.
And I told Angel, I was like, due to the price of gases might going up, I'm gonna get my car filled up.
Yeah, fuck that shit.
Well,
Fuck getting beat for gas.
So dude, what I'm
fucking
really
butt.
interested in is, you know, we were at work, and then they had the singing of the national anthem or whatever.
no.
What was the song?
Or no, this wasn't at work at all during that day. Like I said, I got home and it was about maybe 7 o'clock at night and they were going over.
And you were
what-
singing it. When did you break down during your singing?
Well, I was driving to get gas and I was listening to Lyle After Dark, and this one lady.
So it was nighttime.
Yeah, it was nighttime. This
It
one
was
lady
after
was
dark.
talking on the phone.
Talking
About-
about her ass. He was just tired of hearing
Yeah,
that fucking
well,
bullshit, right?
well,
And then
she
you.
was,
Yeah.
she was talking about what's going on the whole day and everything, and Delilah, she broke down on the air. And
She
then
started crying.
Yeah, she started
what a
crying on the
cunt.
air. And then she,
What a
I was
There
crying.
are too many
fucking
people in
crying
New
on
York
TV.
anyhow.
Well, I was crying because she was crying, and then she got on God Bless
Population is
USA
really
on it.
fucking high.
Yeah, man, I went to New York before, Tom.
You got a fucking
There-
couple
Back in the
fucking
box, dude.
There was a lot of
billion
people there.
in the world.
Give my motherfuckers
I know, but-
freedom, dude.
Well,
There was a
it's-
lot of people there, man. So like, I'm sure they're not really gonna miss 5,000 or whatever it was.
Well, like I said, I didn't think of it as 5,000. I thought of it as an attack on America. And like I said, this is my town, or this
And
is
that
my
attack
home.
on America stuff is bullshit. Them fuckers, they deserve to die over there.
Exactly. Like I said, this is my land. As far as I'm concerned, this is my land. And well, like I said, she was listening to some lady
Pay
talk
taxes,
about.
you want answers.
She was talking about what happened the whole day, and she had Delilah breaking down. She had me breaking down. And then she played God Bless USA.
Some of us got jobs.
She had me, or she played God Bless
you
USA.
later.
Later, bro.
Alright, man. You see?
She played God Bless USA on the air, and she had me breaking down, and I was trying to sing that heart out through tears.
Saying what?
Or God Bless USA.
Yeah,
Did you send donation money in and stuff?
No, I didn't send donation money, or actually, we had things at work where we donated money. I put money in for that. But, the next day, Angel, I said she was pregnant with my daughter at the time. She had to get some kind of, like, iron testing or whatever. And I asked them at the hospital, I was like, do you have anybody donate blood or whatever for what happened yesterday? And they're like, no, but we have a place, or there's a place about a couple of blocks down the road that is doing it. Well, I walked over, and it turned out a couple blocks is about 5 miles.
Holy shit.
Well, I walked the full 5 miles. I got there. I signed up, and I was like, "Do you know how long this will take?" Because I got to walk back to our hospital, pick up my girlfriend at the time. And they're like, "Well, it might take anywhere from 2 to 4 hours." I was like, "Okay." Well, anyway, I walked outside, and fortunately, I saw this one lady wearing a Steeler jacket. And anybody who knows me knows I'm the biggest Steeler fan.
That leather one you got that leather jacket.
Oh yeah,
Exactly.
man, like his Johnny Knoxville coat, but it's a Steeler one.
Anybody knows me knows I'm the biggest Steeler fan around.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, I saw her. I was like, "Excuse me, miss, are you going up by Forbes Hospital by any chance?" She goes, "No, it's a little bit on my way, but you need to get up there." I was like, "Yes, ma'am." She's like, "Hop on in." Well, she drove me up, and
You didn't even know her?
no, I didn't even know her.
That's good.
Like I said, she drove me up to the hospital. I picked Angel up, and we went back to the place who was donating blood, and we were sitting there for about 3 hours. But fortunately, I got lucky or got fortunate enough to donate blood there, and
You're a blood donating fool because you do it every time they have one at work. You're always down there.
like I said, I donated blood that day, and
Since you're not able to be in the armed forces
exactly
because of your deaf ear.
deaf ear in my eyes. They
They
wanted
let
me
you
in. They want me to let me in. Like I said, if I could, I'll tell you, my dad can tell you. Well, I'll tell you what, the proudest day that my dad ever did for me, and we were talking outside, I was building a fire or whatever, and we were talking about September 11th and things like that, and I was like, you know what, Dad, you know what would be the coolest thing? And me and Jim, my brother and I, if we could take on Ben Loudon and Hussein at the same time in a tag team cage match,
Yeah.
that'd be awesome. He's like, Tom, if that ever did happen, there's the only thing I would have to say to you. Remember thy children. And he said that to me, and he saw a look in my eyes. He's like, that's the look.
Remember that children.
He's like, remember thy children, because
What's that mean?
I'm sorry?
Remember thy children?
Remember thy children.
What's that mean?
The children who got killed on September 11th or
And the
got
Oklahoma
hurt.
City bombing. That
exactly. He told me, he's like, Tom, if I said remember thy children to you, because he knows me. He's like, when it comes to kids, there's nothing I won't do for kids. Because like he said, I'll tell you what, it was funny. Speaking about kids, there was this wrestling thing they had at the White Oak Athletic Association, and I was like, these kids that were talking, I was like, you guys like watching wrestling, right? They're like, yeah. I was like, you ever seen Shawn Michaels' sidekick? They're like, yeah. I was like, you want to see it? They're like, yeah. Well,
Can you show us?
well, that's what you saw before.
No, do it right here, man.
Oh, sidekick.
Here, don't go past the fire.
Watch the chair.
Just back up a little bit and do it.
He gets started up. He starts warming up the band.
Oh, he kicks him.
And he nails him right upside the head. I
Chin,
showed
right in the chin. Some
Exactly.
chin music.
exactly. and I-
Ooh, that chin music.
The chin music?
Well, I showed these kids that, and they were like, "Man, you could kill somebody with that." I was like, "I know."
Oh, yeah, I heard it like the sound.
Yeah, dude, you felt the wind on that one? You should see this one he did earlier. We felt the wind on.
And it's like they're like, you should see, or they're like, you could kill somebody.
Yeah.
I'm getting you the water for your questions. Happy birthday.
All right, thanks, Bill.
Happy birthday, son.
Ask your mom one day if you could bring the ferret up, man.
You gonna be here tomorrow?
Yeah, I should be here.
All right, we're going out tomorrow.
Oh.
All right, cool.
Well, anyway, like I said, I showed them that at the wrestling thing. They're like, you could kill somebody with that, man. I was like,
Is that cuz? Is that your cousin?
No, you know this lady Michelle up at work? She works on Exponents now. She used to work on
She
Philip
come in the
Morris.
front of the bank.
It just happened.
Because this kid couldn't drive
Oh, I
NASCAR.
don't think you sat down yet the whole time he was here.
He sits all day. Is that right?
well, like I said about my friend, I brought him into our bowling league, and like I said, when he first started, he really sucked, and I taught him some of the stuff I know, and he rose his average from like 120 to 150 or whatever. But like I said, he had a lot of financial problems, and he ended up killing himself because
For
of it.
financial problems?
Yeah, he trying to raise 3 kids on his salary was, I think, more than he could take.
So he's just going to basically diss him?
Well, like I said, I'd like to think it was an accident, but I don't think it was.
How do you accidentally shoot yourself in the head?
Because he used to play a thing with his wife, where
Called Russian roulette?
no,
Put the one bullet in the chamber?
he always threatened to kill himself with his wife, and it was like
So he was probably like, yo, I'm going to kill myself, and he probably was just saying it to like piss her off?
yeah, because
Put the
all the
gun
other
to his head?
Yeah, all the other times he had the safety on and everything, but I don't know if he realized the safety was off or not. I like to think that he didn't realize his safety was off, but
And he told you he would do this kind of shit?
he told me that countless times, and
Man, you should have told him, man. Don't
I
fucking do that, you
did that, and I'd like to blame myself for what happened.
Yeah,
idiot. No,
probably
man,
should.
don't blame yourself.
Like I said, his little boys are like sons of me, cause
Dude, you can help raise him, man. Dude, you got a girl, you got a ready-made family, you know?
Yeah.
Fuck Angel.
And it's
I'll
probably way easier to get her ass, dude, especially like a single mom.
Well,
Yeah.
Like you're gonna
I'm
hit
not
that
worried
like
about
nothing.
now. She's a good friend of mine. I won't do that, but
And I'm sure your buddy will look down and be happy if you did.
You know, I mean, as long as you're keeping her happy.
Because he's like
I
your
know.
bro.
I helped her. She needed. It was the one. It was a couple of weeks. Or I think maybe last week we had those big storms or whatever. And before I got there, she needed help getting her one car seat in, and it was a pain in the ass getting in, but I got it in and everything. And she's like, Kurt could never get that thing, and I was like, yeah, I know. I was like, I got it fixed and everything. But when we were at the funeral home the one day, we were there Sunday.
But it was an open casket, man.
Yeah, well, it was
Oh,
an
he
open.
shot himself in the head, though?
Did you take a good look and see if there were any like divots or bumps
No,
or
I didn't.
Where'd he
No,
shoot himself
I
at?
didn't care about that shit.
Where'd he shoot himself at? Like,
In the head,
he
man?
Yeah, he shot himself in the head, but I wasn't looking for that shit. I didn't give a fuck.
could have done like he did in that Guns N' Roses video and put a mirror down.
Well, no, like I said, I didn't give a fuck about that shit.
Oh, really? Like
So
like
they
the other
could've-
half would have been like just gore.
Yeah,
Ew.
they could have had a mirror or something.
Tom, this next song is dedicated to your buddy. And September 11th. Remember that, children, dude. Proud to be an American, dude.
If tomorrow all the things were gone, I would for all my life, and I had to start again with just my children and my wife. I thank my lucky stars to be living here today, 'cause the flag still stands for freedom, and it can't take that away. And I'm proud to be an American, or at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the man who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend us still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA.
You're not crying.
From the lakes of Minnesota to the hills of Tennessee, across the plains of Texas, from sea to shining sea, from Detroit down to Houston and New York to LA, where there's pride in every American heart, and it's time we stand and say, hey. Well, it's proud to be an American, or at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the man who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend us still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA.
Wow. I had to film that, dude. I'm sorry. I had to film the
That's
song.
That's cool.
That's cool.
Well, Oh, I'll tell you what. The
But
day.
you didn't cry, man.
I know. I've gotten over it since then. Since it was like over 2
Dude, that's
weeks.
September
Since
11th,
it was like
man.
3 weeks
You can't
ago.
forget
No, we're talking about the
My friend.
violence,
Yeah, my friend. Well,
the self-inflicted violence.
well, I'll tell you what. My friend. Like I said, me and my brother-in-law, we were downstairs having. Me and my.
But I'll tell you what, dude, this is just a trowel. There. That is a bird. See, look at his little beak. That is a bird. He's just. We're gonna have him fly. That fucking bird. Fucking stinks, man. I'm good. I don't smell it, dude. Don't even fucking put it near me. I'm gonna have to. It's gonna be. It's gonna smell. It's gonna smell good once we do the trick. It's just lightning. Yeah. Here, dude, say the same. What he's doing right now, he's preparing the barbecue. You're gonna love us forever for this, Bob. You ready, Bobby? I'm standing back. Dude, make it like a little feather, a little circle here. Oh, and I got a good one, dude. It'll give us a better bullseye. I got a good one, dude. This goes out to everybody. My name is Flames. I'll put it here. You guys ready? Oh yeah. Can't hold this. Alright, Bobby. You ready for this? Hey, keep it going while we gab it out because I'm sure funny shit. Oh, check this out. I like to dedicate this. Wait, dude. This is for the kids that died in 9/11.